Hello, beautiful Taurus babies. It is time for your monthly reading for April. I've decided to just go in the order of the zodiac, and it seemed like a suiting time to do yours as the moon is in Taurus as of right now. Kind of the vibe that I got when I meditated on the energy. And sort of just looking at what's going on right now, is that being in quarantine, that Venusian drive for comfort is probably being fulfilled right now, sort of being a homebody, indulging in, food and baths and relaxation and just doing what feels good. So we are going to get some reads on you for April. We're going to start out with these archetype cards. What energy is Taurus working with at this time? King. Enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. The shadow attributes are excessive feelings of entitlement and rulership without restraint. When I think of the king, I also think of that he can sort of indulge. The kings are always really fat and chubby, so I'm kind of just going with what I was saying before. Energy for Taurus at this time. What archetypes is Taurus working with right now? Is there any other archetypes that Taurus is working with right now? Shuffle one more time. Are there any other archetypes that Taurus is working with right now? I don't see anything, so we're going to leave it with King. The king is someone whose cup is always filled. They always have what they need. They're always taken care of. You might have friends right now who are helping you out, or family members who are helping you out. You might have wealth through your family, since the king inherits the throne and the wealth. That might be helping you at this time. And if you have lost a job recently, or struggling to make rent, I feel that this is just a confirmation that you are taken care of. You might be a leader at this time in keeping people calm. Make sure to not hog all their resources, because it's like he's holding his little moon really close, and the moon represents the more physical aspects of life, cycles, change in the physical body. So just make sure that you're not holding too close to what you have. And remember that a good king is one who distributes the wealth amongst the people. Okay. We have a couple of these are oracle tarot cards for the sign of Taurus for April. What's going on with this king energy, Taurus, for the month of April? Take these. We have the Sun card and the Chariot card. Any other cards for the sign of Taurus for April? Last time, any other cards for the sign of Taurus? Holy mackerel. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, that's a big chunk of cards. Let's look. We have obstacles and challenges. It can be conflict, memories of love, heartache and loss, positive movement forward, mental conflict, spiritual strength, discontent and boredom, and stand your ground. I'll keep these since they all fell out when I said that this was the last time shuffling. So what I'm getting is that if you are in a relationship specifically, these are, so I'm going to keep these up here because these are really beautiful to be crowning it. So even if some of these seem dire, you have two very beautiful major arcana cards crowning this reading. So obstacles and challenges, memories of love, heartache and loss, positive movement forward, mental conflict, spiritual strength, discontent and boredom, and stand your ground. So there may be some kind of conflict that is arising, I feel specifically with a loved one or a significant other. There may be feelings of longing for a past love, or you may be releasing some sort of heartbreak that has happened in the past. I immediately thought of the moon in Cancer because that brings back a feeling of nostalgia. So we're in Taurus now. I think this is going to be at like the end of next week or the beginning of the week after. What's today? Today's Friday. Well, technically Saturday. Yeah, I feel like this is going to come at the end of this next week. You might be feeling a little bit nostalgic, and it could even just be like missing parents' love or friends' love. It doesn't have to necessarily be a family love, or a significant other love. With the heartache and loss card, I feel like some of you might actually lose a family member with like the coronavirus, and I don't want that to startle you. That's only for some of you. Again, this is like for the whole Taurus collective, so not every Taurus is going through the same thing. What I am getting though is if some of you do, that the person that you lose, if you do lose them, will be in your life as spiritual support moving forward. They're not actually gone if they do pass, because spirit cannot be destroyed, and if you do lose someone, just know that you haven't actually lost them and that they're just with you in another form and perhaps even closer with you. What is this mental conflict about? There's some sort of mental conflict. And I'm relating it to the heartache and loss card just because they're the same color and they're of the same suit. Yeah, because then also obstacles and challenges I would link with spiritual strength as well, because they are of the same suit and of stand your ground. So I feel like the challenges that you do go through in April are going to bring you a greater sense of spiritual strength and a sense of perseverance, because stand your ground is all about persevering. And with positive movement forward above that and the Chariot card above that, it definitely feels like after this period of grieving or loss, because this makes me think of grieving, like setting candles out for people. I don't like to say that in a reading because it's kind of dark, but it is just a possibility with, the virus right now. Yeah, it's like kind of a sad reality, but everyone is running that risk right now. Everyone knows somebody who is maybe older or has a weakened immune system, and so everybody is kind of having a little bit of this worry right now. But I do feel like if there is some kind of loss that you go through, it's going to make you a lot stronger, and you will overcome any negativity moving forward through still choosing to see the sun and moving towards that, which you have right here, light, which is the card of the sun, and triumph. So it's almost like you're able to overcome, these are both sevens as well, you're able to overcome any negativity through focusing on the more beautiful things in life and choosing to see the light in a situation and choosing to move in that direction rather than dwelling in a place of pain or regret. Because even with this memories of love card being linked to this content and boredom card, if you can see at the bottom, there's rainbow light coming in at the bottom. So even though this gentleman looks kind of, sad, there is healing coming in for him. If only he would turn around and look at it. And so I feel like maybe for a couple days, maybe for like 4 days, since this is a 4 card, maybe you'll feel a little bit in the darkness. But very quickly, I feel there's a springing back. There's a springing back from this. And for a moment, you might not know how to go on because this is the Two of Swords card, like feeling torn, like you don't know what you should do. But you do overcome, and strongly, because the two major arcana cards that you have are the Sun card, which is like blessings, absolute blessings and happiness and prosperity, and triumph, which is positive movement forward and conquering. I feel like this is conquering the darkness with the light. Because even here, there's like this theme going on, you guys. Like the sun is coming out from behind the moon in this eclipse. From behind the shadow, the sun is emerging and you're moving towards it. And these are emotional waters. So you're moving through any heavy emotions in April towards the sun. And there will be more sun too, just because of the time of year it is. But do you see this person? And they're alone on this boat. You might even be feeling alone in April, like people can't understand what you're going through. But just know that you're not alone. A lot of people are going through similar things right now. And then look at this, guys. There's such a theme of light. This person is the light. They have the light behind them. They're moving forward. And what are they moving forward towards? Enlightenment. The king says enlightenment, and then you have light and the sun, which is enlightenment. So for those of you who don't lose somebody, don't panic, because like I said, this could also just be feeling nostalgic and like missing family and friends, especially you can't see people, or if you're if you live away from home and you don't you can only check up on people through like calling them or FaceTiming them or messaging them. This could also just be that, like struggling with not being able to see your friends and family and hug them and make sure that they're okay, and kind of dealing with that anxiety. And this conflict might be, should I go home? I know a lot of people who have had to be traveling from different places in the country or even the world to be back with their family during this time. So that might be where this feeling of conflict is coming from too, if this quarantine lasts. Do I stay or do I go? Is it more conducive for me to stay where I am or for me to go be with my family? Even though that risks, exposing them to the virus. But you will overcome. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll overcome and you'll move towards the light very quickly. Very quickly. It's going to be a very transformative time, I feel like, moving through this shadow phase into the sun. These are the fairy oracles. Fairies, do you have any messages or guidance for the Taurus collective? Messages or guidance for the Taurus collective. Throw them out there. Messages or guidance for the Taurus collective. Messages or guidance for the Taurus collective. That's a lot of cards. I only want a couple. Any messages or guidance for the Taurus collective? Oh my gosh, transformation. Listen to journey. So some of you actually might be making a journey home. It's quite possible. Any more cards for the Taurus collective? Any more fairy cards for the Taurus collective? Okay, last time. Fairies, if you have anything left to say for the Tauruses, speak now or forever hold your peace. You do have a few yellow cards. New beginnings, healing, come together. Minor though. So we have transformation and inner child. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I just got shivers. So, transformation. This card says, this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Oh my god, that's too accurate. Literally moving through these like more sad, can you see that? Moving from these more sad cards to like the sun's starting to come out and then they're moving towards it and then they're like pretty much in it. They're like in it and of it then and becoming it through this transformation. That's so beautiful. Inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but be safe. So this could be asking you to embrace this time to do what you did as a child. So, channeling the time that you're in quarantine to get creative, to do art projects like you did as a kid, like I was going to say spray paint. I don't think children really did that though. To like finger paint or just get messy or go play in the woods, just taking this time, turning on some music and dancing around the house and just being a weirdo and letting yourself have fun and not taking this too seriously. Because it really is an opportunity for us to enjoy life without the pressures of every day. And then for some of you, we have journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So again, this could be speaking to people who maybe are wanting to make the journey home to be with their family at this time, especially if this quarantine looks like it's going to last until almost summer. This could also, again, be like, I hate to say it, it really sucks to say it, but like if there's a funeral, if somebody passes from the virus, which I'm going to pray for all you Tauruses that doesn't happen, but if it does, you might be journeying home even for a funeral. That really sucks to say. I'm sorry. It's not going to be that for everyone. Obviously, everyone's different. Okay. And then the last cards I'm going to pull for you are from the Dream Oracle. Where can Tauruses... Alright. Look now for divine guidance. What should Tauruses be paying extra attention to at this time? I'll do one more. Any other dream cards for the Taurus collective? What Tauruses should be paying attention to at this time? No. Okay. So 2 cards fell on the ground. We have Dog, be your own best friend. And we have Naked, dare to bear all. And then Angel, which says tap into your higher wisdom. And now for these ones, I'm actually going to read what the Oracle has to say about it. But already looking at them as messages from, if you're looking for messages from Spirit about maybe what this reading pertains to, you can ask out loud and just voice it to the cosmos, like what it is you want to know, and intend that you'll reach that realization throughout the day. And with Dog here, it could be like that you're talking about something, or you have a thought and then a dog barks, or you see a dog that reminds you of someone, and maybe that'll be a signal for you to reach out to them. Something like that. Naked, this could just be like get naked, take a bath, dance around your house naked. It says dare to bear all, so telling people that you love them, making sure that people know how much you care about them could be really important at this time, just to help you both, or all of you, feel better. And then Angel, I feel like here is that you are deeply supported at this time already by ones who have maybe passed before. But I also do think that this could be signifying that, again, for those of you who do end up losing someone through this, again, small percentage of you, but there are some things here that point to that for some, that they will be one of your guardian angels that will support your spiritual growth and development, and they will be standing with you for your whole life. On this card, I also see a big star, and it looks like Venus to me. And you are ruled by Venus. So it could just be a good time too to tap into that Venusian pleasure of, baths and cooking a good home-cooked meal, making yourself a really good soup, or, letting yourself enjoy those small pleasures. So Dog, you may have become overly domesticated. Oh my god, yeah, staying inside. Oh my god, the journey could even just be that, you guys, like making a journey into the woods and maybe going camping for a day or two, because I did lay it over the journey card, so maybe you've just been spending too much time indoors and you really just need to get outside and go on a little weekend trip or something. Stay away from towns, though. I know some of the smaller vacation towns were getting really overwhelmed with tourists, so if you do take a weekend trip, try to just stay in nature and away from society. You may have become overly domesticated, trying to obey everyone's commands, but you're no one's lapdog. Your loyalty is a gift that is given only to those who are worthy of your devotion. Bypass your logic and book smarts and follow your instincts. Sniff your way through the situation you're in to find your way. You may find that you have to dig your way out, play dead, roll over, or even bare your teeth. Your natural, instinctual gifts, and yes, your sense of smell, will see you through. Dreams of dogs typically symbolize unconditional love, loyalty, fidelity, a best friend, and the wild protective nature that marks its territory, keeping threatening energy on the other side of the fence. Your mantra is I pat myself on the back for expressing my instincts for love and loyalty. Yeah. So maybe even do something for a friend and show them how loyal you are to them and how much you love them. It's a really beautiful opportunity right now to show our support to people. Okay, so for naked, dare to bear all. Your true authentic nature is more beautiful than any costume you could ever wear. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm afraid people will find out about me? Once you answer that question, your work is to fall in love with that part of yourself, remembering there is something lovable even in the parts we reject. As you amplify your self-love and acceptance quotient, you will discover that you have nothing to hide, and you will find it becomes effortless to walk your talk your walk, and wear your soul on your sleeve. In a dream, it can mean transparency. If you're embarrassed by your nakedness in a dream, that might mean you're afraid of what would happen if your true feelings or secrets were revealed. Perhaps you feel you've overexposed yourself to people, exposing yourself to with the corona, who are unaccepting of your honesty. If you dream of being naked and you feel comfortable, you have embraced your authentic, sensual, and sexual nature, and you have nothing to hide. Additionally, if you have this dream, celebrate the fact that your life choices can serve as an invitation for other people to take off their costumes as well, to unabashedly reveal their own authentic nature. And your mantra is, the more open, honest, and transparent I can be, the more exhilarating my life becomes. That's beautiful. I think it's funny that it's talking about exposing yourself. So this could also be like, yes, go have fun, go play, since this is over the inner child. And it says, but stay safe. So just make sure that you're not putting yourself in a situation where you might be exposing yourself to the virus and prolonging this quarantine in that way. So just make sure to stay safe. Even if you want to go have fun, just stay safe. And then Angel will be your last card, and I will salute you on your way. Tap into your higher wisdom. Don't you sometimes feel that a team of angels is needed to help you through the day? Voila, here they are. Take a deep breath and feel their glowing, strengthening, uplifting presence. Your angel's essential message to you is that you are loved more than you know, and you are never alone. They are also revealing life-changing information and reassurance, as well as protection and guidance beyond what can be measured. Your job is to acknowledge the presence of these beings of light, recognize the answers they are offering, act on their guidance, and say yes to their assistance. It is yours for the allowing. Dreams of an angel mean that the assistance is here for you. You're tapping into your own healing abilities, higher guidance, and the realization that you are loved, adored, and always being guided. And your mantra is, I am gifted and uplifted by all that is seen and unseen. Everything is working together to support my greatest good. So yeah, you guys, if you do go through any hardships this month, just trust that it is for your own transformation and your own path of enlightenment. Do let yourself have fun. Don't, enjoy the Venusian pleasure still. But maybe get creative, go out in nature, get some tree therapy, get grounded a little bit, get your feet in the dirt, and take care of the people that you love. This is really important with this king energy that you have here. You have access to resources that it would probably mean a lot to people if you made a soup or something and delivered it to your friends, or maybe had a couple over to enjoy it with you if it is safe. So yeah, happy April. Taurus comes at the end of April, right? I'll probably do another reading for you by the time it reaches your birthday, but enjoy your quarantine. I hope you can get some fresh air, and just trust that if you do have any hardships or emotional struggle during this time, that it is for your greatest well-being, so that you will become stronger spiritually and more connected to divine light. Thank you for watching.